Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Go now, 50, plant.
Throwing on 1st down. Banks is going to find his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. For the Eagles, a look now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Banks. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check hot route. Hot. Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A look here on your screen at how Washington's going to line up defensively. Well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
15 line. 15 line. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Then this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
Check back. Sponge. No.
Start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set. 60 outlaw.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Set, ready, 8, read.
On first down, Banks. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
60 more.
31 for Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Banks throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Banks.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Bring it. Let go. Get it ready.
From the gun, Banks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Grissom. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one caught by Davis. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Banks. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. To throw is Anderson. To throw on 3rd down. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
60 outlaw.
Anderson now to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Anderson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
70, Indy.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3
Anderson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the double.
Track number 6, track number 6. Single.
Let go.
Anderson going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Come on, set. 10-2, sir.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Anderson operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. As it stands, the Eagles in control of the football as we continue on in the third quarter.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator.
Penetration here. He's getting some penetration.
Here's Anderson looking to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Anderson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Operating from the gun, Anderson. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Anderson. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Banks. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He won't go down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Anderson going to throw again. That's caught by Howard. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. To throw on third down. Banks is going to find his running back. It's complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now Anderson to throw on second down. Complete. It's Johnson. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Anderson. He finds his man Johnson. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Anderson. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. To throw is Anderson, operating from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's second and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third and 8. Here's Anderson. From the gun, he'll throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Deep grip.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Anderson now on 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They're going to try and run, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. That beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He'll look to throw.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Here we go.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Watch the play.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. In possession for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.